Hey, family, and welcome to Dwell According to Knowledge, the talk show. I am your host and your coach, Trey. And our topic for today is 9 signs that you have found your soulmate. 9 signs that you have found your soulmate. So let's get right into number 1. And let me first tell you that, I don't really get into the kind of like the soulmate kind of soulmate stuff because, I know that there's some people out there that, they're able to connect. They're able to have chemistry. They're able to have attractions. They're able to have, a whole lot of nuances that go along with, with relationships to make them healthy and successful. So I wouldn't necessarily use the soulmate analogy towards that, but since a lot of people just use them, I guess I can go along with it for the moment. But these 9 particular signs, you're gonna know whether or not some of these are what's going on in your relationship right now, and for those that are not in a relationship right now, that you can start looking for these signs in your particular mate, your soulmate, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whichever way, you want to take a look at that, okay? So, the number 1 is you communicate without speaking. Now, let me explain to you what I mean by that. Okay, soulmates can read each other like an open book, okay? They connect on every layer of being. One may finish other sentences. They may pick up the phone to call each other simultaneously, or they feel like they simply can't be without their partner. A soulmate also knows how to respond to your emotional signals, stay close when you confide, give their full attention, and move in to answer your needs, touching your hand when you're a little unsure. All the nuances that come along with communication, within your relationship. Now, I've been able to pick up on a few things like that as well. Like, I could think about a particular person that I've been involved with, and I could say they'll pop right into my mind or my heart, and then I call them, and then right at the same time they're either thinking about me or calling me too. So I know this one's this actual one came straight from me. Okay, number 2, you know it in your gut. Ladies, you all have this thing called discernment, and it's a lot of times it's higher than men's. So you have it, and you know it in your gut that sometimes things are right between you. So the old adage, when you know, rings true when it comes to a soulmate connection. There's really no guessing or wondering when the real thing comes along. So you pretty much know it. It's kind of like when God put Adam to sleep and took out that rib and made Eve. Now, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. That kind of stuff. So that this is the one that's for you. Well, Adam knew because there were the only 2 on the earth, okay? Number 3, physical chemistry is palpable, meaning you like what you see, he likes what he sees. You understand? All right, cool. Now, so the feeling or atmosphere is so intense it seemed almost intangible, able to be touched or felt. The electricity you feel doesn't just happen, on a level, on the physical level. It just happens in all kinds of, all levels. But the physical piece, of course, is always first. Okay. Number 4 is you have been totally comfortable around each other since day 1. You hitting on all levels, on all cylinders. You're being able to connect and have some chemistries and some other stuff. And I'm going to get into some of the rest of these ones as you go through. But soulmates connect with ease right off the bat, and their true colors show without fear of judgment. They also feel a sense of familiarity. I hope I got that word right. And a sense of comfort around each other. It is one who opens up to you, lets you in, lets you see who they are. This is the kind of person who takes risks and shares about their inner world, their emotions, and their needs. They're just totally ready to do whatever it is and whatever it takes to, to make the relationship, pretty good. and get it off at the right stop, the right start. I mean, okay. Number 5 is he or she challenge you like no one else can, and this one kind of gets me in some of my earlier relationships. I never knew that I was actually being challenged. I just thought somebody was just getting on my nerves. You know what I mean? But the whole thing was I was just being challenged to be better. I was just being challenged to, do and think a little bit different than I was doing and thinking. So a soulmate relationship isn't always smooth. It isn't always wrapped in a perfect package, physical or in terms of life circumstances, nor does it mean that the relationship will come out without challenge. The difference is that the life circumstances and difficult challenges are strengthening power that becomes the glue that keep you two together even through difficult times. That's, and that's what what I call, the getting on my nerves part. It was just another challenge for me to figure out how to handle a certain situation to make it strengthen me, not weaken me. Okay? All right. Number 6 is you may not see eye to eye on every little thing, but you're on the same page where it really matters. It means you can have differences of opinion, you can agree to disagree, but you still can come on the same and get back to the same page on every level of your relationships. Soulmate relationship doesn't necessarily mean both partners always share the same views, but their total and their overall goals and ambitions match. More diminutive opinions will differ, but soulmates generally have the same virtues and values to see the world through similar lenses. You got that? All right, number 7, the relationship brings both partners a sense of inner calm. Yeah, that means you ain't all bent out of shape over stuff. Even when you're getting off on the right foot, even in the beginning, and that's things that just continuing to stretch yourself on, and you continue to take the next steps. All things, are working pretty good, and you're feeling at peace. You know what I mean? And it's obvious when you're, with the wrong person, you're insecure about the relationship, and you worry about the false moves will turn your partner off, or or piss him off, or any of that kind of stuff. But that's not the case with soulmates. You feel confident that your partner is with you, even for the long haul. Okay? No matter what happens in your lives, you both agree that you're teammates. Can I say that again? Teammates. That means you're working together for a common goal, which is to win. You understand? All right. Good. Now, your inner voice tells you that you're in a healthy relationship. You trust each other, feel confident, comfortable around each other, feel safe discussing challenging topics in a mature way. You got that? Good. Now, number 8, you and your partner have separate identities, but you face the world as one. Woo, God always said, when you leave and cleave, you become, you become one. But that's after the marriage piece. So, of course, all of my disclaimers are, wait till you get married. You understand? Okay. Now, soulmates recognize that there are two parts of the same whole, and no outside influence or external matter can break that bond. You understand? Do you understand? Okay, great. Now, number 9, you may have known each other for years, but you suddenly find yourselves ready for love at the same time. Now, when it comes to true love, timing is everything. And I've seen many couples who met in high school in their 20s, dated, broke up, moved on, hung out around the same circle of friends, and never actually connected. But then one day they run into each other way down the line, or so it could be in another state or any of that kind of stuff. And then love just kind of boom, it blows up and it just explodes. Okay, and then they keep an open mind and an open heart so that when your soulmate comes a knocking, you're just kind of ready to answer the door. Okay, you never know where it's going to come from, and you never know who it's going to be. It could be that person in the line in the back of the store. It could be that person standing for you on the bus, the subway. Or it could be somebody that, stand in line at any given point. And he may just show up when you least expect it. Okay? I hope you got something out of that. Again, I'm Trey. I'm your host and your coach. I'll see you in the next video.